Hey guys, I just got done reading The Walking Dead, Volume 27, The Whisperer War. And Negan was all like, I'm gonna shut this shit down. Yeah, so Chaos Reviews checking in to review this. Like I said, I don't read the paperback editions of The Walking Dead. I think it takes about 6, 7 to make up one of these. So these come out every 4 to 6 months, right around there, I believe. It takes quite a while. Um, I think it's 3 or 4 months actually. I think like maybe three of these come out a year. It takes quite a while, which is kind of annoying because you almost forget what happened the last time. Little details, like for the most part, you remember what happened, but all these little things like how somebody looked or exactly what was going on in a small part of the story, you're kind of like, oh yeah, right, I forgot about that. So yeah, the last edition, obviously spoilers. If you haven't seen the picture, anyway, spoiler already. Um, yeah, these reviews are full of spoilers. No way around it. I just want to talk about this. Great copy, great issue, great edition, whatever you want to call it. So the last one, number 26, Call to Arms, I think it was called, sitting on the table next to me somewheres. Um, that left off with a huge shocker, which I didn't see coming. Negan cutting off Alpha's head, the leader of the Whisperers, and putting it in a bag, saying, "I got a present for Rick, and he is gonna love it. He's gonna love it." And this one picks up pretty much where the other one left off. Negan tracking back, Dwight and his group and everybody out there trying to find Negan. And Negan sees Dwight and he's like, "Hands are up, I'm surrendering, don't shoot on our man." And Dwight's like, kill him now." And everybody's like, "You can't shoot on our man, I'm pretty sure Rick wanted him back alive. So just let's see what's going on." And Dwight's like, "Just shoot the fucking guy now." And they don't shoot him. And he's like, "Hey, like I'm bringing Rick a present." You know, Negan being who Negan is, and the way he talks, all his euphemisms and all that kind of stuff, right? So he ends up bringing back the head to Rick. Says, "I'm going to speed up this recap so we can talk about the issue after, stuff like that. Real condense this." He brings it back. Rick's like, "You killed Alpha," and then he was like, "Yeah, blah blah." He can't quite believe it. Negan's like, "I could have done so many things when I was out of my cell. I could have taken that army and killed you. Like, just let me out." And eventually they come to a compromise where Rick's gonna let him live in a little his own little thing, compound or whatever, but he's still got to earn trust and all this kind of stuff. Anyways, the Whispers Beta is marching to war with all the army of the undead. Rick's trying to rally for troops from all the alliances and all the other communities. Alexandria is trying to call for troops from the Kingdom, the Saviors, Hilltop, everybody. Maggie sends a whole bunch. The new leader of the Kingdom, because Ezekiel was decapitated, sends a fair amount too. The Saviors say no. But we're starting to see some ruffles in all the alliances. The guy who's leading the Kingdom right now is meeting a little bit of resistance against a few guys, saying like, "Why'd you send so much help to Rick?" Like, blah blah blah. Maggie sends a whole bunch, no questions asked. The Saviors turn it down. We're starting to see some of the alliances crack, right? So, anyways, they're preparing for war. Rick knows they have to strike right away. They think they get the jump on it. Dwight is leading a huge cavalry and does an amazing job. We're seeing so much work by Dwight. And during this fight, we see like Dwight is supposed to keep an eye on Negan the whole time, and he is not supposed to let him out of his sight. And he's got Lucille on his back, and I don't know how many times Negan's like, "Give me Lucille back, come on." He's like, "No," and it's a freaking bat. Stop calling it Lucille. Anyways, the fight gets crazy. Negan saves Dwight quite a few times and other people. He gives Lucille back, and we have the epic showdown that's on the cover here between Negan and Beta, and he goes all like he gets Lucille on the back, just boom, fist over fist, and then eventually, this is a notable death in the issue. Lucille dies. He breaks the bat over Beta's back, and I was like, holy crap, Lucille's dead. And like Negan he kind of snaps. He's like, what? It broke. And like eventually Beta gets away. Negan eventually buries Lucille and kind of gives a little bit of a speech saying, I think he's referencing his wife or his girlfriend or whatever, and right at the end he's like, I can't believe I named you after a fucking bat, like, so sorry, blah blah blah, I hope you're fucking your brains out in heaven, the Negan kind of speech, fuck this, fuck that, and like, oh man, Negan. But Lucille dies, and then the war goes on, blah blah blah. Gabriel, I didn't recognize him. It's been so much of a time since I seen Gabriel. I don't know. He's obviously in the last edition, but like I said, the gaps between the issues, I kind of forgot that he even looks that way. I was like, oh, that's Father Gabriel. Holy crap. Anyways, he was supposed to start being the scout on the top of this tower for the war to warn everybody when they're coming. He kind of freaks out when they're like on top of him and falls, and his foot gets stuck in a ladder and his leg kind of rips. It's crazy. He ends up dying. Other notable death. So yeah, we get the fight. We're seeing the cracks in the alliances. Lydia up at the hilltop, which used to be a whisperer. It's made to look like she's gonna turn on them, kind of thing, is the way I get it. But in the end, she shows her loyalty, and waves upon waves keep going after Dwight. His cavalry wins. They turn their focus on the hilltop. Flaming arrows burn the hilltop down. Dwight comes back to Alexandria to tell Rick, I did it. It's over. And he's like, we killed hundreds. Maybe 1,000. Maybe, 1,000 or 2. And right at the end, Rick is like, wait, you said 100? 1,000 maybe? Thousands maybe? No, you got to get back out there. And Rick is panicking. He is just really panicking. And he tells Dwight when he's seen this army, this was oceans of the undead, like tens of thousands, like they sounded like a roaring ocean. You would know if you seen this. There's no way you guys could have took them out with the amount you had already. And that's pretty much where the episode or the issue ends. Another really interesting storyline that's going on in here that I forgot to mention is the whole Eugene thing. Eugene is talking to somebody on CB radio, and they're not supposed to tell each other where they're from because they don't really trust each other, and they know how people are. But in this episode, I keep calling it episode, in this issue, they say, Eugene says it first, he says we're somewhere's on the coast of like Washington D.C. or whatever, and he's like, and it's a girl on the other side, Stephanie, I think her name is, says, Eugene, you're not supposed to say that. He's like, well, I can't tell you. And then eventually she gives in and then says Ohio. So that's another interesting thing. That's, in a way, in a nutshell, the war happens. Hilltop gets wrecked. We're going to see the Saviors turn against Rick, I think, here very soon. The person, I forget her name, the girl that's leading the Saviors now said, Rick's going to win. Don't count him out. But when he's down and weak after winning, we're going to swoop in and wreck him. So, now let's talk about this. Awesome issue. Tons of crazy action. Right off the get-go, the whole thing was just the war, basically. Crazy. Drawing was crazy. Seeing Negan out in the open with his humor, his everything, his demeanor. We're seeing Lucille. Awesome. It was very well done. That whole Eugene storyline is really interesting. I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about that whole thing? I think it's not good. And I think they lied that they said they were from Ohio. They're just building trust and eventually waiting for Eugene to leak, because he kind of sounds like a gullible kind of guy, I get. And he finally cracked. So, shitstorm upon shitstorm is coming upon Rick's group, which sucks. For for Rick's group anyways. The Kingdom is starting to waver on its alliance ever since Ezekiel died. William went and kind of shook down the guy who said, why we helping Rick and all this stuff, and we shouldn't be, and he went and threatened him and said, don't you ever question me again. I think we're going to see William get assassinated over there. This is one of my predictions coming up. I think everything's just gonna implode. This whole alliance thing that's been going on, all this nice years of peace and stuff, it's finally coming to an end, and everything they worked so hard to achieve is crumbling before them as they know it. The hilltop got burnt down. It's gonna take a while for them to rebuild. Like I said, the Kingdom starting to waver a little bit, and the Saviors getting ready to turn on them. And Eugene told them where they are. Eugene was a boss in this episode, how much ammo he made and drove night and day to get it to Rick without getting caught by the Whisperers. That was pretty impressive. But, yeah. Is Negan, and another question I have for you guys, is Negan going to continue to be this team player for Rick, or is this all just a bigger part of a bigger plan for Negan to finally get his revenge kind of thing, or is he just over it and kind of got rehabilitated by Rick's jail cell and, you know, the modern ways of criminalization and stuff like that? That was my main couple things. I thought Heath, sorry about that. I thought Heath died a little while ago, but I guess I was completely wrong. I think it was his girlfriend that died. That's what I was saying. Like, it's kind of annoying I wait so long for these things because I forget little things. But during the Negan war, Negan was throwing grenades over. I think it was his girlfriend who got her leg blown off and died. And for some reason I associated that with Heath. So he's still alive, which kind of surprised me. I was like, oh shit, he's still alive. That's crazy. But yeah, just notable things. Lucille dying. Artwork, very good. The whole Lucille death thing was crazy. The big hilltop burning down is crazy. And Lydia, I thought when Beta went back and said, we got to go get her, she was Alpha's daughter, she should be with us and she'll turn and all that kind of stuff and get Hilltop from the inside, I thought she was going to turn, but she just kept shooting her own people and stayed with Carl, even though it was starting to, the way it was written, it looked like she was going to turn on Carl and all them because she was like, I don't love you and all this kind of stuff. So, awesome issue. Hasn't backed down one bit. Not a slow issue at all. Very good. Go check it out. It was really good. I can't wait for the next one, but it's going to be a while, sadly. Anyways, if you are waiting for an action-packed, zombie-infested, Negan joke-infested issue, you got it. This is it. Go check it out. Chaos Reviews, signing out. Thanks for watching. Let's play rock, paper, knives, bat. Bat smashes knives. You are no fucking fun at all. This is my Excalibur, my flashing invincibility star, my can of motherfucking spinach. You are fucking fucked, Jolly Green. Oh my god. Seriously, go check this out.